All right, hey, let's try GOAD with Ludus here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the docs, then environment guides, and then there's many GOADs. I will just go to this one, and a huge shout out to M4Y Fly to get this going. So yeah, let's just follow the docs. So add the 2019 server templates, looks like, and 2016. So let's see if I even have that on mine. So if I go into where the templates go, so we have 2019, but it looks like I don't have a 2016. So let's add that. So let's get back to the docs. Let's see what it says to do. I'll just follow it line by line at this point, unless I already have it in there. So let me pull up my Ludus machine and we'll go in. This is my GMK Tech K8. Let's do an ls. It looks like I do have Ludus right here. So let's just do cd to Ludus. And probably want to go to templates. And then 2016 should be here somewhere like this. So let's go back to the docs and see what it says. So let's go ahead. Yep. cd Ludus templates. Then we want to add 2016. So I'm going to grab that. Go back here. Paste this in here. Oh, looks like I need the API key. So let's make a specific user for this environment. So let's go back here. Let me look up here. Do I have a user for this environment? I don't really. So let's go ahead and make a user. So if we were to do that through the docs here, you can go, let's see, quick start, create user, and we'll go ahead and assume I did all this already. And we will go to an area like this a little. But we don't have to use root. We can just use a user that has admin, which is my jm command. So let me find that, and then I can add via this command. So let's do that. So let's go. Let's just check out my history, and we'll grep jm. Cool. So I'll just I'll export my JM config right here, which is 149. So I'll do that exclamation 149. There we go. So now that I have that, I can go ahead and paste. Whoop. I can go back to the docs, grab this, pull up another file, new file, Ludus notes for GOAD. Sure. And then we'll paste this in here. And we'll go back to this, grab this key, and put it right here. Because I know it's admin, paste. And then we'll call the user ID GOAD, and the name is GOAD. GOAD lab. Sure, that sounds good. So let me copy the whole thing, put it in here. Then it should create a pool with this name. So let's go ahead and look back here. There it is. There's the pool. Great. Once that user is done, then we'll go back to the docs and go back to environment guide, GOAD, and then it looks like, oh, I still need to do a template build since I added that 2016. So we'll do that. And then we'll grab this template and continue going. All right, here this is. So keep this safe because you won't have this again. So I'm just gonna throw it over here just to have it for later. Cool. Back to the docs. So let's do the template build. Template build list. And where's 2016? I don't even see 2016 in here. F. Oh, so I'm a new user now. So let's see. Let's add that again. Okay, it says it's add the template. Let's do the list. There it is. So it's that new user thing that I did. And then we'll do template build. Yep. Building one template. And let's do the log. Here we go. Just trying to download it now. So this may take a little bit. And eventually when this loads, we can look in our Proxmox shared pool where the templates are at. And we can see where the 2016 is built, which is not yet. All right. Another thing we can do is Ludus templates status. This is being built under this user. All right, well, while that is going, what we could do is we can go down here to where this config is and copy it and add it. So let's get out of here. And we'll just do nano GOAD config range config .yaml. Put it in there. Change some things if you're used to your like Kali being last octet 13. Windows Server 2019. I'll just say it's octet 19. Looks like this one will be 20. Well, I guess there's two 19s, so I'll put the first one there and the second one here. And then the 2016 can be 16 for the octet. Oh, another 2019. So let's do this first one, 19. This one will be 20. This one could be 21. All right. And then this one, and this is like the first one, yeah? Yeah, this is the DC. So we'll just call the DC 22 for now. So I'll do a Control O to write it, Control X to exit out, and that config is there. So let's look. What else is going on here? Looks like they want us to go into it, paste the config above, adjust the CPUs and RAM values if you have a different resource allocation. Okay, we're not going to do that because I'm fine. I have a K8, so plenty of stuff in there. It looks like we can set this, but we can't do this until we have like a template build. It'll actually check for that template 2016 and will not like it if I did this. I mean, we can try. So sure, let's try it so that you can see it. So if I go in here, I do this. See, it did not like it because the template was not found for the 2016. So we got to wait for that template to be built. So yeah, it's waiting to boot to complete the initial setup. So if we go over here and we go up here and we go to maybe server to see it eventually. Let's see. There it is. But as you can see, the icon is a VM, so it's still doing VM things. It's not this icon right here, which is a template. So it's gonna, as you can see, it's still booting up. It's taking a little bit, which is fine because it's doing it from scratch, and that's how we like it. So I'm just going to stay here so you can kind of see the neat stuff that it's doing on screen. All right, so this is still not like a red color, so it's not completely done, but let's go ahead and look at Ludus. See, now it's gotten past that boot up section. So it's doing all this fun Packer stuff, so that is great. So as a reminder though, going into the docs, going into quick install, going to install Ludus. I have this on a dedicated machine, a GMK Tech K8 machine actually. It's directly connected in. It is not using Wi-Fi. It's suggested for your internet access, do not use Wi-Fi. I've got NVMe's 1 terabyte, 2 of them at a RAID 0. I've got 96 gigs of RAM on mine. And yeah, this is just the default. When you install Ludus, it just goes from Debian 12 and adds the Proxmox 8 onto it. And then, of course, mine has a pass mark score of 6,000 because it's a GMK Tech K8. And yeah, so please have these minimum requirements. You might have this or specs lower than this, but and it may work, but it's not supported, not tested. So you may run into a bunch of issues if you don't have these specs for sure. So let's get back to here. Looks like this exited, so I'm going to Control C this. I'm going to do Ludus templates list. And we'll see that the 2016 is true now, so that's there. So now if we do the config set, like we were trying to do before, it should run successfully. All right, success. So that's good. So back to the docs. So let's see here, back to the docs. Okay, so if I go to environments, game of Active Directory, here we are. Let me get rid of all these other ones. So yeah, where are we? So we grabbed all this, adjusted it accordingly. We just did this, and now we deploy the range. So go in here, range deploy started. So again, Ludus range logs F to watch the progress. You could also do Ludus range status, and you can see it's deploying. It should have GOAD though. Did I mess up and not get it under GOAT? Let's look at Proxbox. Oh, I did. I did mess up and I didn't do it under GOAD. Yikes. So let's abort it really quick. So we could do Ludus, range, abort. Okay, so that should go away. So let's go ahead and, yeah, that's what I messed up. I should have exported Ludus API key equals that this right here. Okay, so now that that's done, I should be able to do so if we do Ludus range set this, then I'll do the deploy. And let's do the logs. Okay, that's going, but let's check out the status. Okay, this makes more sense because now we're doing it as GOAD, the user ID. So cool, that's better. So if we go back here, up here, and you can see now it's actually going to GOAD. So that's great. I'm surprised this is still going, or maybe it just stopped here. So most likely it just stopped here. So it looks like I'll just stop manually and get rid of those manually because I aborted the situation. All right, so let me get rid of this. And this piece is going. See, yep, DC is already getting populated. That's awesome. So back to the docs. Let's see what else the doc says really quick. So once it's deploy, looks like you can do an update to it. Update, which I believe is like Windows update. Then we'll need to install Ansible for GOAD on your local machine, so on the Ludus machine. I've already got this, but basically you could just copy and paste these into your Ludus. So what that means is, like, for instance, I'll just do this one here, and you just press enter, but I already have all this. So that's why you see already satisfied. So just, yeah, keep going and put all the stuff in. Looks like you'll also need to do this so that you can go into the Ansible, and then you can put all the requirements for the role. And then we're going to do this cool stuff where we'll switch out the range number for you in the file, in your inventory file, by opening your inventory file. Put this in here. And then we'll change the numbers around, it looks like. Cool. Actually, we don't need, I don't know why that's paste in the inventory file above. Oh, okay, yeah. Just put this up here in here, and then once you do that, we'll export this to then switch out some numbers. And then it looks like we can go ahead and looks like you need to have WireGuard VPN in past this point. So looks like we can look at build and remove some keyboard layout stuff. And then export this command, and then do this lab, and then do the provisioning. and then it should be up. Cool. So let's do Ludus range status. Still deploying. Looks like we're working on DC3. Let me go up, 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 and start some stuff. So let me make sure GOAD's in my environment. So if I go here, I do ls, whoops, ls. Oh, what is going on here? My home stuff. Whoops. Oh, looks like I have GOAD. So let's do, and then we go into Ansible. Okay, cool. So if I go back here, so we'll assume I did this, and I just did this, went into Ansible. I'm pretty sure I already have these requirements, but I'll just copy it anyways and do it again. Oh, unable to create a local directory. Oh, okay, so like, let's go to root. So cd home server admin GOAD Ansible. All right, and now we'll paste this in. Looks like nothing to do because, as I mentioned, I already installed it. So that's cool. And then here's that inventory file. So we're supposed to copy it. And like, I wonder, is it in here already? Let's see here. Inventory, looking for inventory. So nano inventory. Whoops. Inventory YAML. And okay, it looks like it's in here. Looks like it has a .5, which my range, let's see what the current range is because it's different. This range looks to be on .7, so we'll definitely need to change that out. So if we go back to the docs and I go down, so like in the docs, it has a different range too, but this is all there. So what we'll do is I'll do this. I'll just do this just for to get us back to this part. So we'll export this. Oh, API. Sweet. Doesn't like the API. So history. So we'll just find the GOAD one because I guess I did it as a user and not as, not as the root. So let's go back to my file. We'll copy the GOAD user that we're using, and I'll just say export Ludus API key equals, and then that GOAD user. All right, cool. That's there now. So let's export this. Great. Back to the docs. Then we'll switch out numbers like this. Okay. Then back to the docs. Then, okay, so we need a WireGuard VPN. So really, I'd prefer to wait until these are all up. And I think we're getting close. So what time is it? 8:40. I don't know when we started, but if we go Ludus range status, still deploying. DC1. It looks like it's 7. So let's see if we can get the Ludus WireGuard anyways. So Ludus user WireGuard. So that looks like the WireGuard, I'm assuming, for GOAD. So we'll go back to our visual code, do a new file. We'll call this one GOAD, GMK Tech. .conf. Paste it in here. File save. Open up WireGuard. Add the tunnel. Go ahead. Open. Activate. All right, activated. Cool. Then we'll go back to the docs. And we've done this piece. All right, so now we'll go into, well, I won't do this because I think I've already done it and gotten rid of the keyboard layout piece. So at this point, we'll export this piece. Then go back to the docs. We'll export this piece. You see the rhythm here, and then we'll run this script provisioning. And then it'll say, hey, now you'll wait. This may take a long time, so don't panic. I'm assuming like 2 to 3 hours. Oh, it does say it'll take a few hours, so at least 2. Probably depends on your hardware as well. But when it's done, it'll say this. So let's go back to here. Let's do the Ludus range status. Well, that's interesting. So let's go and look at it via Proxmox. So we go in here. Oh yeah, this is rebooting. Let's check out this one. That's rebooting. So there's a lot of configuration still going. Yeah, look at all that. Everything still going. So let's check out data center summary. So there's my information. Let's go back. Yep, everything's still configuring. Everything's still going. Still deploying. So I'll pause here and we'll come back later once this is done, and then we can do the provisioning piece. All right, we're back. Let's see where this is at. Looks like a success, which is great. So if we go back to the docs and looks like we need to do the provisioning piece. Ooh, well, that's not good. Yikes. Oh boy. Unreachable. I thought WireGuard is on. So let's try that again. So if we do WireGuard, yeah, that looks the same. Three restarts occurred exiting. Let me double check. These things seem to be up. Yep, okay. So back here. Let's move up a little bit and kind of read. Line 14. Let me do it as a user.
Hey, drop it. Drop it. Want to get a treat? Come on. Come on.
Oh yeah, so now I can't even do the directories. So sudo. Okay. Let's make sure everything didn't like forget itself. Let me make sure that I'm just gonna copy nano inventory. Actually, I'm gonna do echo blank stuff into inventory.yaml. Then I'll do nano inventory.yaml. Paste this in. Do that, and then should be able to export this. Oh, my dog wants me to do something. No Ludus API key. Great. Oh, let's find a key. 488. So 488. Let's try this again. All right, it did that. And then we'll do this to switch out the numbers. Maybe it was a timing issue. I should have done this after the range was completed. Most likely. And then we'll go ahead and grab this for safe measures again. And grab this. And hopefully this time this will work a little better. So let's try that. All right, that looks like it's working a whole lot better. Found 7. All right, well, I'm going to pause this and come back later to see what's going on. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. It looks like these are unreachable. So when I changed my, let's see here, when I changed the default IP addresses, I probably let's see here, probably so here's the range. So I've got to like change like the DC1 to 22, it looks like, that kind of thing, right? So 22, 19, 16, 20. It's just not very easy there. All right, so let's exit out of that. And let's see, I'll just grab this, put it in these notes really quick. So there's that one. It's basically this one. DC3. And then serve 2. And serve 3. And what else? That's it. All right, so let me get out of there. Let's go GOAD Ansible nano inventory. YAML. What? Nano inventory. YAML. Cool. So DC1. DC1 is actually 22. DC2 is actually 19. Let's see here. DC3 is actually 16. All right, let's see how this is served to. It's 20. Serve 3 is 21. And then that's 30, but I don't even think I have a WS. Let's save that, exit out. Yeah. So, nano. So DC1, DC2, DC3, serve 3. There's no workstation. So for now, no workstation. So let's do that provisioning command again. See what we can come up with this time. It's looking better. Yep. Okay, so I'll pause while this builds. All right, we're back. So it looks like the lab should have built itself successfully. And there's my time on that. All right, well, let's just check really quick. Up here, let's look at the DC console. It looks good. And just for sure, yep, okay, so that is definitely there. DC2. Yep. That looks good. Yep. It's looking good. All right. Well, with that, hope that was helpful. Hopefully, the troubleshooting was also interesting. So, just in case you did something like that, now you know how to recover from that. So, with that, hope you have fun with this. See ya. All right, one last thing. Let's find the RDP stuff. So, I just want to double check that I've got WireGuard going. I do. So, that's good. Let's get into here and say, I think it's Ludus RDP, Ludus range RDP to get the files for RDP access to all those machines. File downloaded and saved as RDP zip. So let's do an ls. I don't. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's an interesting area to put that in. So let me move that. Move RDP to at least 1, 2 back. So to here, and then we can move RDP to, we'll call it GOAD, RDP.zip. And then we'll move the whole thing to the temp file. And then I can go here onto my main machine and I can go and find it. Oh, it looks like I can just grab it from there. So if I just SCP to whatever account gets me there, to whatever your Ludus server is, to whatever directory your RDP zip is in, that will work. So let's see, I moved it over here to temp. So let's see if I can grab it from there and then put it right here. And it looks like it did, so let me ls this. And then where's my, there it is. So we'll just unzip that right here. Oh, the term unzip is not recognized. Whatever, we'll just go to labs here via my browser. So I'll just go in here. Where is it? Here it is. So I'll just extract all, and then here's all our RDP stuff, which is excellent. So I have this free remote desktop manager. So what I like to do here is I have my K8, and then I can create with add folder, and then I'll just say GOAD center. Then I have a GOAD folder, and then from here I'll right click and say import, and then session from, and then I can say RDP. That's the files we have. So I'm going to grab that. And it says current folder, but I don't want current folder. I want this GOAD RDP. And then here's all these. Select all those. Select open. Select import. Import all the things. Okay, and now all the files are there. So cool. Now we can just like double click on it. And let's see if it opens. Yep. And then whatever the password is, password? Yep. And then there we are. Then we're in. So really cool to have that feature so that you can easily import all those RDP files instead of manually inputting it yourself. So with that, have fun.